Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is down about 1% there on the S&P. Nasdaq down about 2.5%. Semiconductor gave everything back today. Yesterday, semiconductor was up more than 4%. Today, down 4%, 4.3% rather. Dow pretty much flat. Small caps down 2%. Transport flat. Banks up 1.3% today. Energy is green also. Biotech down 1%. Healthcare green. Home builders down 1.5. Utilities down up a little bit. Retail got hit 3% negative. Emerging market pretty much flat there. Bitcoin down 4%. Gold, silver, miners are up. How long has it been since we've seen miners being up like this? I don't know the last time we see, because it's like even yesterday, like gold and silver, they were up, but miners were down. But it's good to see miners seeing a little bit of light today. Looks like dollars down, oil up, treasury bond flat, VIX pop. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider, 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed yesterday. And this is where we opened. So we actually gapped up here. And one thing that I talked about in the last night's analysis, that this move that this upside shenanigan move that we saw last 2-hour trading session, it didn't look too organic. I wouldn't be surprised that we're gonna see some kind of shenanigan to the downside, and looks like traps on more people here with this gap up. And if you're like in panic buying yesterday, well, you're panic selling today. So you should never be panic buying or panic selling, right? Anyway, so that's the first hour gap up, right? You can see that hangman candle there, especially after an organic type of price action yesterday. Hangman type of candle there, and then second hour, third hour, fourth hour trying to stay, and then flush through. Looks like a lot of stops were taken out on that fifth hour. Looks like a lot of people probably put their stops just right here. It seems like, and all these move here on that fifth hour, just all these people who got in yesterday and this morning barreling. That's what the fifth hour move was. Sixth hour, there's a little bit of up move here, trying to gap back above the short-term moving average. You can see short-term moving average has been lost to downside again. You can see downside lost, upside, back down, and then there was an upper wick there, the last hour price action. And it looks like the sellers came in and the price was not able to close above the short-term moving average. And that's just a quick recap of what happened today. But, overall here, let's kind of zoom out here. Just the market has been very shenanigan-y, last couple days. So it only makes sense to look at the bigger picture. So let's kind of look at things objectively, right? Not emotionally. First of all, can we identify that we are still in the vicinity of higher low? Can we all agree? As of today, things can change tomorrow, things can change next week, yes. But as of today, with the data that is at hand, that low, it definitely appears to be higher than this low. And that's exactly what I said about this low, right? That low appears to be higher than this low. And looks like we got this, there's that pivot high there, a swing high, cultivated that higher high, and that's that higher high, right? That high looks like higher than this. So we do have higher high, despite the fact that it's been very, very emotional in the first half of the December. Everybody's waiting for that Santa rally, right? People are, I could already see how many people are just ruining this festive holiday season, letting this market get to them, getting all anxious and angry, right? When the market doesn't go your way. But keep in mind, man, look at this thing. It's been one heck of crazy ride if you're too intimate in the short-term fluctuations, if you're letting this market bully you around. But overall, though, we have to agree that we got the higher highs, higher lows cultivation so far in the short to midterm of things, right? My midterm moving average is still rising. And so I want to continue to give benefit of the doubt to the buyers in the overall perspective, in the mid to short term, the micro to short term perspective. Yeah, with that move, where they're just emotional selling today with the emotional buying yesterday. We need to kind of calm this down a little bit, before we can kind of have that more smooth rallies or any kind of tractions to be found. So going into tomorrow, I'm giving you some levels right here. 464, obviously, there's a current support, micro throw support that might get decided. We're going to kind of slow down selling there. And 460, and this entire level right here is what I will call confluence zone. Right? Okay, let me draw that a little better right here. Yes, so that the entirety of that is going to be a confluence zone here. Let's kind of look at that as a box there, right? That's a prior support, resistance, and that's been the level where market has, you know, it's like a big pivot, like a thick pivot, right? It's a thick pivot. So every time we see that level, you know, the trajectory of that price, it changes its direction, right? So it's either goes up, comes down, and then it's just kind of it's been hitting that level back and forth. We're back at that level, right? So that's the level. If you're a buyer, if you want to see higher prices, you want to see some Santa rally coming to make you feel happier, well, make sure this gap right here, that gap that has been opened up back in, you know, early December, like December 7th or something like that. Well, it held, it sustained, it never, it was protected. So this gap, if this gap can stay open, there's a good chance the buyer's going to find a way to make another higher low to higher high. But if this gap gets filled, I think the remainder of this year, the remainder of December is going to be a bit more hectic, not so happy for some of you desperately seeking for the Santa rally. So short-term pivots and stuff, 464, so 463. And again, there's my midterm moving average right here, currently residing at 461.67, and then a gap area 4. So this entire level needs to be protected. And the reason why is because that's a higher low. So you don't want to see bears coming down, making a lower low here, and then coming right back down. And they will. If we see that cultivation lower low with a little bit of an emotional move here, you know, there's some possibility of that with the posture of overall bullish sentiment and as of today. And right, so we have to kind of closely monitor this. Obviously, check out the oscillator and see if we can extract any more information. So the oscillator still favoring the buyers. We hasn't full. It's crazy because if you think after all day long downturn, you think that oscillator will at least see a cross like this, right? So you ask me, why is that, Kay, that we're not seeing the oscillator condoning this move that we saw today? Oscillator is actually looking at what I looked at. Oscillator is taking account for this right here, that, hey, you know what, we're still in this overall uptrend. So basically, we're still in the, you know, potential, right? That's a keyword, potential higher low vicinity, still accounting for that and giving that, you know, that favor to that momentum that it has overall. That's why we're not seeing this oscillator coming right back down. We didn't even cross, to be honest. I mean, it's been coming down all day long, but we haven't even seen that cross. So with that, going into tomorrow, only if bulls can't make a move, they have to move quickly. First 2 hours. If bulls can make a move quickly first 2 hours and stay up and above this level right here, right? That's going to be what, 469? Stay up 469, stay up above it for 2 hours. There's a good chance market finds a way to new all-time highs. And then if we finish the day strong tomorrow night, there's a good chance Santa might still be coming around. But if we start to fit, this is very, very important pivot. This one comes down, right? Things can get might hectic here, but obviously we'll have to reassess the situation because this gap must be protected. I'll come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and good luck trading tomorrow.